FaZe, you got anything to say about meeting Clive Barker? All right. Nope. All right. Well, good, because look who's here, folks.
Yes.
I made it. I'm a little bit late, but I made it.
Yeah, dude. No problem.
Thank goodness.
We're on Friday. We're on Friday still.
Cool. Thank goodness for the mercy rule, because our girls kick their ass, and they're like, all right, just call the game, go home.
Applause for the ass kicking, Craig.
Yeah.
If you want to become a member, check out our website at deathcursesociety.com. Check out the membership section. You can do it for as little as the price of a cup of coffee once a month. Thanks to our members, folks, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, BD, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Dr. Smiley, Rick, and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Thank you, guys. Wrong button. There we go. All right. On to Thursday night, arriving at Days of the Dead.
Yes.
Ziggy,
so
take it away.
I got there, and everyone's saying, like, well, I'm not going to get there till 7 or 8. And I was like, going, fuck. Kind of want to get ahead of the traffic. So I got there about 4. And I roll into the hotel, and I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to have a room under my name. Here's my ID. Here it is, sir. No problem. And then they're like, $574 because we pay for them, and then we get reimbursed later. That's how it works.
Right.
And but I don't have my new DCS card yet because they never sent it. I didn't have any of my good cards with me. So I just went, okay, here's the big deal. They're all coming. They're going to be here in a couple hours. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'll be back. And then we'll pick it up, okay? Because I was right there where you put the card in. The fucking thing was all set, confirmed, 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Boom. So I take off. I go to Walmart. I get our, snacks and pops and stuff like that. A couple of toiletries I needed. And, I meet FaZe. FaZe gets there a little earlier, so he meets me at the Walmart. We head on over, and he's like, fuck it. I'll pay for it for now, and then I'll get the reimbursement. I was like, yeah, that's cool. We can chill. We got a few hours for the guys to get here. We can relax a little bit. So we go in there. I hand them the ID again. I was like, you remember me? She's like, no. And I was like, great. So she goes, not seeing anything here. Now, this is where I should tell you, there's also a tattoo convention in the same area.
Right. Across the street, basically.
And for their rate, they don't get a Days of the Dead discount rate. It's about $100 more. So I'm told I can't have a room, pretty much. So, I don't know what it is about Chicago, man. So I go back in there. I start going, all right, look, man, what's the problem? How come it was all fine and not 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago? Here we are now, and it's nothing there. What happened? Let's make something happen, okay? And then she's like, well, we need Bill. Bill's our guy. Bill's the head dude. And
at Days of the Dead.
I find him. Like, somehow I find him in the sea of humanity. And I go, hey, they're asking for this and that. So he comes up. They tell him, it's like she has to go back and talk to the manager. The manager refuses to come out. So she comes back out and says, well, we're completely sold out. I was like, yes, but how could that be when I had one confirmed here just a couple hours ago? And I just said, I'm just going to get the card. I'll be back. 2 hours. And we got no room. So Bill goes, well, can you get them set up for tonight at least? She's like, yes, I can get them set up for tonight. Tomorrow we're going to have to figure something out. He's like, well, all right then. And then he's going like, we got a half a mile up the road, another hotel. We can do something. I'm like, man, fuck that. We got all our gear and everything. And
yeah,
this is bullshit, So we're okay Thursday night. We got our room. We just kind of went up and chilled. The boys all show up. Not Colonel. Colonel came on Friday. And not Crank either. The boys did not show up. It was just me and FaZe.
I get into Illinois and I send the team a message saying, "Hey, made it this far," and then I see the temperature gauge on my dashboard just start to creep up and creep up and creep up, creep up, and basically car was overheating. So I pulled over, let it cool off for a little bit.
So what you're saying is your car was saying, "Fuck you."
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pull over basically at a gas station. You know, I happened to get lucky enough to where there was one nearby on, you know, miles and miles of nothing in between,
dude.
you know, and I stopped there for a little bit, just let it chill out, eat probably some of the worst gas station pizza I've ever had in my life. Excuse me. And then, you know, get a little antifreeze throw in there. I do notice it's leaking a little bit, but I'm thinking, well, let's see how much further down the road I can get. You know, because Springfield is only like, you know, a little bit away. If I can make it to Springfield, I should be fine. At least I'll be fine enough to where if I have to like crash for the night there, I can. Which is basically what ended up happening. I ended up limping the car to Springfield, Illinois. It was right around 6 o'clock. I stop off at like a Firestone, see if they can look at it. And they're like, all our texts are gone. But if you leave it, we can have somebody look at it first thing in the morning. I was like, I can't leave it, but I will be back first thing in the morning. So I end up trying to fix it myself with some help of the Ogletrees, Jimmy and Rachel. They give me some recommendations through text messages and stuff. And yeah, those seemed to help, but didn't quite work. Ended up staying in Springfield, ended up finding out the next morning. Yeah, there's, remember the hose that got busted on the way back from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah. The big truck tire that slammed into the front of my car.
Yes. So that one hose where any of the other hoses are fine to replace, probably millions in stock, but that one hose.
Mm-hmm. That one hose, yes. Impossible to find anywhere in the tri-state area.
Fuck.
And I even had them call, like check with Chicago parts stores, you know? Because I was like, I'm gonna have to have one of my guys come down to pick me up anyway, so they might be able to bring the hose. And yeah, no.
Nope.
Nothing in Chicago. Nope, this is a special part that has to come straight from the factory. I'm like, of course it does. Of fucking course it does. So leave my car there with them. They order the part. I'm just sitting in the Firestone, you know, waiting area for a while. I've got Ziggy on his way to come get me. I know I've got like 3 hours
one way.
Yeah. I know I've got 3 hours to kill waiting for him. So I walked down to a little place called Lulu's Diner, which is about 5 blocks away, to get some breakfast. On the way there, I happened to pass the home of Abraham Lincoln, which was kind of cool. So
7 minutes ago, Crank had an omelet.
Pretty much, yes. 87 minutes ago. Well, no, it was more like just 7 minutes ago by the time I came back. But it was a tasty omelet. Thank you, Lulu's Diner. And thanks to the guy that was in Firestone that recommended it. So get back. It's still an hour or so before Ziggy is due to show up. I took a nap in Firestone. I'll be honest. I just pushed 3 chairs together in the waiting room, crashed out. I'm sure the staff was just like, oh, great, you know, looking like a homeless guy over there in the corner.
Fucker out here stinking up our lobby. Damn it. Go poke him with a broom or something.
Yeah. But I dozed off for a little bit, had my alarm set for when I assumed you would get there. I knew you were coming. And then I go out. I'm waiting on the street for you so I can guide you to where we need to park, because all the game show gear is in my vehicle. Yes. Which is the beast, you know. So that was the tricky part. So we had to have somebody come get me so we could transfer all the gear and then go back up. Ziggy calls me frantic, pissed off and frantic.
What the fuck?
Where is this place? This address led me to an alley.
Been a security guard going, get the fuck out of here. You can't stay here. You know, I mean, I was just going, bro, I'm my guys. This is what I was told. I was like, yeah, my buddy's here somewhere. I got to pick him up. He's like, oh, is your friend the one that won the lottery? I was fascinated by this question, you know, but
I heard this.
No, he car broke down. He's like, oh no, man, you got to go across the street and park over there. Okay. So then we figured out that there was a south, whatever street that was, and a north, whatever street that was. Kind of like here in Michigan, Cherry Hill does the same thing in Wayne Road. There's like
It's everywhere.
same fucking numbers on the same fucking street about 5 miles apart. It's really, really fucked up.
Yeah. So
we found him.
He basically goes up and down 6th Street and 5th Street about 5 or 6 times.
No, 3, because the third time I cut it 1 street shy of where the fuck he was. I was like, God damn it, what the fuck? It can't be this far. I was 1 short.
Yeah. And finally finds me. We load up all the gear. I tell the guy at Firestone, Brandon, tell the guy at Firestone to just, fix it up, leave it parked outside. I got a spare key. Everything's cool. So we take off to Chicago. Now we get there and I have a room, but Siggy does not now.
Okay. So now I'll pick it up again.
And Colonel is now also in the building.
He's here.
Yes, yeah, I met up with Colonel around 2 hours before you guys got back.
Right.
I stayed in Chicago while you went to get him in Springfield.
Yeah, Faye's just stuck around. He got to stay in the room till noon anyway, and then he had
and I carried your luggage and my luggage down to my car.
Right, we had to go
chilled out in my car until Colonel came by and fucking.
We probably could have just went to our booth and stuck it there too, but it's all right.
Yeah, we didn't really have enough there yet.
We didn't have even a skirt on the fucking table at that point. So
no, that's true. So that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
So we get back, and I just decided let's just try to go right for it again. I give him my ID, and he's like, I don't have anything here. So I was like, listen, I had the same reservation this guy had right next to me, Crank, so what's up? I go, how, well, just tell me what happened. Obviously you can't help me, but tell me what happened. Just give me something satisfying I can just take with me and just walk away with. And he's just going, I don't know. You sold it to the goddamn tattoo convention. Go ahead and say it. It's like, well, let me go get my manager. She finally comes out. And she's like, finally. She never came out the night before.
Right.
And she's like going, oh, well, I'm sorry, sir. There's really nothing I can do. And I was like, yes, but you're telling me. She's like, well, Bill canceled your room himself. But this is the organizer of the guy who hired us. And I just went, before you go any further.
No, we didn't.
What?
That's what we said. No, we didn't.
I was like, you should know. When I was talking to your employee last night while you were back there because you never came out, Bill was standing right next to me. So he did not do that. So you are a liar.
A lie detector determined that was a lie.
Bastards.
I think you peaked the audio system because you just crashed everything audio-wise, at least on my end. Like
it's a lie.
I can barely hear you now.
All right.
Well,
I hear you.
Faze, can you hear Ziggy?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you're talking calmly, yeah, but when you were screaming, you peaked it, and I lost like half of what you said there at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everyone else got to hear it.
I don't know.
I'll sit a little further back if I'm going to get mad again.
Right.
I just wanted to tell her because
we did.
It's just one thing I detest is when, they're looking you right in your fucking face and telling you bullshit. And when they don't know, you already know what the fuck happened, And I said the same thing. You sold my room to the hotel for another $100. I get it. I understand. Not cool though.
No.
Very much a dickhead move.
No, very, very, but halfway expected in a way.
once I didn't have a room waiting for me when I went back 2 hours, not even 2 hours later, I knew I knew what I knew. I'm not dumb, man. And he kind of said, "Hey, it's a good thing you got here. There's like a whole thing with this tattoo convention, and they're telling me that some of my block might not be available, But we were good at that time, so wasn't fucking worried about it. But man,
yeah. Thanks to Bill.
Yes, Bill. Everything we asked for, he was right there, and even he tried, man. He tried to wrestle us one out and get something going, but hey, it is what it is. It's not him; it's the hotel we were at. I almost feel like naming them, but I won't. We don't need to. You can find out.
I will. It was the Crown Plaza Hotel, O'Hare, and Conference Center. I'll name them.
There you go. That hotel.
They have a lot of issues.
Just from me, yeah, you're a little uppity. It's kind of run down for the kind of you're treating it like a 5-star. We're at about a 3.5. So
that might be a stretch.
One little shampoo bottle.
No roller beds.
No roller
beds.
I mean, they were looking at me like I was speaking Chinese. I mean, I'm sure that manager was sick to death because I was up at that desk about 4 times, and it wasn't even. It was honorable, reasonable request. I wasn't trying to be a Karen or a Ken or anything. I was just. They
wouldn't even give extra blankets, would they?
No. Mm-mm. So the 4 of us slept in 2 beds all weekend.
Yep.
That was fun. Lots of farts, lots of twisting and rolling.
Snoring.
Those aren't pillows. I couldn't get it. But it was great. It was we made it work. I mean, to me, it was just like the old band days. Those when we were kind of far from home and you got to sleep in the fucking car or the van.
Right.
We've all done it and shit, but it was unnecessary because this was part of the deal. You know what I mean? It was already taken care of. That's what was stupid about it. And then the fact that they lied to us like that, like we don't have a brain. It was just insulting.
There you go. There's the line. Where's your hand?
Yes.
Thank you, Grizzly. So we're there Friday finally.
Yeah.
And the event is already basically started, I think, by the time.
Oh yeah.
We missed mentioning driving back through like a blizzard and the shit Chicago traffic at 4:00 on Friday.
I feel like these people have been punished enough just by so far what we've said. Why pile on? I mean, there's still more to go. That's what sucks.
Yeah, that was fun. So it took Ziggy 3 hours to drive to Springfield, and it took us about 4.5 to get back. So
I made fucking crank drive. I was burned.
Yeah, you did, which kind of pissed me off because I still needed a nap, but that's all right. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Friday, nothing, not a whole lot eventful on Friday, but we did get in line and just not necessarily a meet and greet kind of thing, but we did get a good photo op with Clive Barker right there. All 4 of us down there. Clive is getting pretty ill, folks.
Well, he's a little
old.
sickly, man. He's a little sickly too. So I mean,
well, he's had health issues for a long time.
But they tried, but it was on Friday night when his people came out to us and said, "Hey, man, that interview."
Yeah.
But when we were in there getting this picture taken, he spoke because it was weird. They had him there for the solo ones, then they had the Hellraiser cast, then they had the Nightbreed guy there. So I mean. And they would go in there and do the shift depending on what you paid for. If you got all 3 of them, you'd get them all right there at once. But he spoke to someone and it was just like he had no voice. So I totally understand why an interview would have been really, really bad.
It would have been rough. But those of you up at the Cherry Hill for Monster Mania, get your tickets and get your photo ops and get your meet and greets for that.
It's still, hey man, the greatness is there. You'll feel it. Believe me. It was very cool being in the same room with all those people like that. And the great Clive Barker.
Yep. FaZe, you got anything to say about meeting Clive Barker? All right. Nope. All right. Well, good, because look who's here, folks.
Yes. I made it. I'm a little bit late, but I made it.
Yeah, dude. No problem.
Thank goodness.
We're on Friday. We're on Friday still.
Cool. Thank goodness for the mercy rule because our girls kick their ass and they're like, all right, just call the game, go home.
Applause for the ass kicking, Craig.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wonderful.
We were just talking about meeting Clive Barker. How'd you feel about that there, Colonel?
Oh, dude, it's fucking awesome. Especially knowing this is it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last ride. It's like,
Well,
woo.
at least that's it for Chicago, you know. I mean,
Well,
Probably.
yeah. So
but, I mean, what he's got like 3 appearances around the states through the summer. That's it. He's done.
It-
Yeah.
done. It's fucking done.
For those of you that are planning to attend one of those conventions, make sure to meet him because it's your last chance. So
It was a neat set too. They put the chains up, you know, and just
yeah,
kind of the ripped up old ass house, attic looking shit. You know,
Yeah.
the Uncle Frank room.
It was really fucking cool, man. So
well, what else do we need to talk about for Friday? I'm going to bring Faze back in just for
Yeah, fuck it. He can hang out with us tonight. He was there for the whole thing. He witnessed it all.
What else do we need to talk about for Friday?
there's a shit about my ride to Chicago. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead, man.
know.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to go grab my stuff because I did buy a couple of things Friday.
All right.
Why he's telling this story.
Tell us about your ride there, Colonel.
Well, it's more of a complaint. Overall, I have no fucking complaints really compared to those other two assholes.
I was going to say, I didn't even know you had any issues.
No, I had issues. For one, Indiana, get your shit together. Stop tearing down all your rest stops. There's literally 2 the entire time I drove through fucking Indiana. So, like I said, 4 hours of my fucking 5-hour drive. 2 rest stops. Once as soon as I left Ohio into Indiana, and then right at Indiana before I got into Illinois. That was a long fucking hold, man, to get that piss out. But there's another thing I noticed. I know what Indiana loves the most and what they hate the most. I've seen billboards constantly. They fucking love fireworks and they hate abortions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open an office in Indiana where I'm going to use bottle rockets, tie them to the end of the fetus foot.
No.
Yeah, dude.
That was good.
No.
What the hell is the matter with you anyway?
Oh man.
What the fuck, Colonel?
You don't put me on the bottom, bitch.
Well,
No.
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Jesus Lord.
Hayes already did that.
I think we just
Uh-oh.
lost 2 subs with that comment.
Oh my god.
Oh, good Lord, man. So yeah, I think we got your gist at least.
Yes.
So
We got it.
Don't tell me what to do, Indiana. Fuck you. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. So,
Oh, Colonel, we just got a quote in from Planned Parenthood.
no, I think they might be on my side.
yeah, they'd be on your side, yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
They're like, that's innovative, sir. Like, I know.
Oh, jeez.
Good Lord.
Oh,
Oh,
my God. I've
man.
been working on that joke since Friday because I had plenty of fucking time to think of it.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's
Easter, man, this weekend. What are you doing?
a new red line right there, folks. So, you know, there we go.
Crossed it.
What else? What else happened Friday? Anything?
I just hung out with Faze for like 6 fucking hours. Had a good time.
yeah, that was good.
We went through and saw some of our vendor friends. Ended up getting a bunch of stuff from them for the game show, which was nice. Our buddy Patrick over at Fantasy Realms.
Yeah.
He led
always
the
hooking us
charge.
up. Yeah,
Mhm.
always hooking us up. He's a great guy. If you ever get a chance to watch him do one of his paintings, it's great.
Well, he asked us to get him next time, to actually give him a camera, and then we can edit it up, you know?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that.
He did that Vincent Price one in Atlanta. I was transfixed watching him do that shit.
Right. We stopped by our buddy Rick with 13X Studios, the selfie
yeah.
guy.
Dude, he had a good fucking weekend.
He sure as fuck
fucking
did.
weekend. He had somebody walk up on, I guess it was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And bought
Yeah.
like 80% of his stock.
The hockey
When
mask,
all
like
his
that
was
Lions
good.
one.
Friday the 13th mask, like the 1 through 8s. All they had was his oddball mask left.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Customs.
But we got a few masks from him.
Yeah.
We got a couple of tumblers from our buddies at Twisted Dreams.
With the
Mhm.
dream.
I got this.
I know the other one, Paraflex.
Flicks
Paraflex.
with 2 X's, by
Yes.
the way, which I wouldn't have known if I hadn't grabbed that business card.
Right. Those guys popped in and they donated a
that's Nick.
Yeah, the Ouija board, man, and it's like a supernatural custom fucking Ouija board. That's a collector item because man, it's so freaky. All that stuff with those guys in it or involved on it. Have you noticed how just everyone's grabbing that shit up and like this thing had a $75 price tag on it already. In a couple more years, it's just going to keep going up.
Right.
It was in mint condition.
Yeah, it was in good shape.
That guy was elated today because he's like, my wife collects Ouija boards. I was like, well, fucking A, perfect, man. Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Nick, at Paraflix. And good luck with your. I think this is your event, or you're involved with this at least. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't. There we go. Yeah. Spirits in the spring.
Huge paranormal convention, Wisconsin haunted at a Wisconsin haunted school.
Yep.
Finally, something in Wisconsin.
Space.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to Wisconsin here now.
Yeah. So
finally.
It's up there at the Broadhead Manor in Broadhead, Wisconsin.
Where's that from you, FaZe?
Broadhead, I would have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. I can't right now.
June 1st and 2nd. So if you guys are in the area, go up and check that out. And then of course, Bell's Fancy Creations for the reads.
Yes. Fucking of course.
That guy, he grabbed that Freddy. He was like, really? I can have any one of those? It's like, yes.
Freddy's yours, baby. Oh,
that Freddy was sold 10 times before the show. Anyway.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. We had to beat him off, get him. I mean, not like that, but I mean, just with sticks to get him back because they were wanting to buy that thing.
Right, it was like that for some. Don't let him fool you. Zach was like,
it was like it was a ski lodge, man. We were going downhill all the way, like it was crazy.
Pinhead was popular too.
Yep, it was cross country.
It was quadruple fisting.
Oh my god!
No, but seriously, if you have any, we could probably we'll work on something. We'll bring a few just for sale.
We've been talking about doing that anyway.
But yes, it's we've proven it. They want them.
We have to get more. We have to get more prepared with our backdrop and everything.
Well, we didn't have time.
This time was the test.
That's what I'm saying. We got in there. We had to go in there while the fucking con was going and build this thing, and then wrestle it in behind where our booth was, and we just hung the banner on it, And then, but like I said, we hung
the roofs.
Yeah. Well, I sent them a picture of that when they saw that.
Did you? All right, good. So, but yeah, the wreaths were big hits. Of course, thanks to Bill and Gina for those.
They went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And that was. Then we had a couple of drinks and crashed on Friday, didn't we?
We could talk about the order we made and how we got kicked out of the bar.
Oh yeah.
We go to Caddy Shacks inside the Crown Plaza O'Hare Hotel and Conference Center. Just making sure you guys heard where that was, inside the Crown Plaza Hotel and Conference.
Oh yeah.
So
where was it?
Caddy Shacks. We had great service there in November when we were there. Great time and had a blast. But this time, a little bit different. For some reason, they kept the bar open, but food was done at 10 when the convention's done at 10.
Dumb.
And what were we informed? What were we informed?
That we will get our sustenance anywhere we please.
Anywhere you please, and eat it right here.
Right there. Remember this, folks.
We were told this by one of the managers. So
we asked for
Ziggy, of course, orders a pizza.
But you guys impressively order.
Colonel didn't want to wait an hour and a half for a pizza, which I didn't blame him because I was fucking hungry.
It did take a goddamn hour and a half, too.
It only took about 25 minutes for our food, but we ordered some Taco Bell.
Amazing.
Do you remember what you got, Colonel?
Mexican pizza and 2 bean burritos. And
right,
do you remember Pepsi.
Do you remember what you got, FaZe?
4 chicken burritos. I was fucking hungry.
Yeah. I got a steak quesadilla, soft taco, and a beefy 5-layer burrito, and a soda.
And I got...
We already established that. You don't need to use that drop.
You fucked it up. I was still using it.
Total $75 for Taco Bell.
Well, normally that would have been like 35, 40 fucking max.
Max. Yeah.
Dude, Chicago's crazy with their price. Everything was. I mean, they think they're LA over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything's so expensive.
We settle in. We start chowing down. We're 2 or 3 drinks in.
Yeah, we were running up a nice tab in there too before that happened.
Here comes an extra off the set of Y50 running up to the table.
Oh my god.
Dude, he kind of reminded me of that guy in if you watch Master Chef, the dude's covered in the tattoos.
No.
Gordon Ramsay or the bald guy though, and I can't remember his name.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that guy.
It could have been his cousin or his brother for sure.
He kind of did look like him.
I don't know that. I don't know that show. But here this guy comes up just freaking out. No. You can't eat this here. You got to take this outside. You can't eat this in here. This is a restaurant. You can't eat this. And just freaking out. So we're like, okay, just everybody calm down.
Over there. She said, get what you want. He went, I don't care what she said. I'm the manager.
I fucking run this place. I'll tell you what to do. Is basically how he said it. And I'm like, all right. So we all bagged up our food. A couple of them went outside and ate it.
I did. Fuck that. I was hungry. Fuck that.
Yeah. I just pushed mine back into its bag and shoved it down, and kept drinking. And then proceeded to watch for the next hour everyone around us get orders of food delivered, handing out sandwiches, throwing sub sandwiches across the room to their buddies.
Yep.
And nada.
Dude didn't say shit.
Nada.
Don't forget the same people throwing the sub sandwiches brought in their own fucking drinks.
Yes.
We were paying customers.
They're bringing in their own booze.
Crank was a paying customer. Faze was a paying customer. I was like, fuck that guy. At that point, I only had water. I was like, I ain't giving him a fucking dime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm drinking my water the rest of the night.
That was it for me.
I stopped ordering after that, too.
So, that's a good point, Joseph. Mexican pizza and 2 bean burritos and share the bed?
Yeah, dude.
Nope. I know the people commenting like, diarrhea. You will never survive the apocalypse, and I will. I have an iron stomach. It didn't even give me gas.
Thank God.
I beg to differ.
No, it didn't give me gas that I'm aware of. But I know I had a massive shit the next day, but it wasn't diarrhea. So
if there was, I was already unconscious enough to where I didn't notice. So I didn't catch any flatulence,
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we stay there. We continue drinking.
You did.
You were done. Colonel was done. I think me and FaZe were the only ones drinking.
I might have got one.
Random people were coming by from the con, sitting with us for a little bit and hanging out and going away. Hey, it's the Sarge.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was joining us because Lex obviously didn't see me for like 3 freaking days. So
that's fine. That's fine.
Watch the descriptions there. That's all.
No, look her father, man. She only heard me just saying all this stuff. Next room.
But at one point, I get up to go to the restroom or something, and I bump into Alejandro, who I found out his name, the manager, the man that runs the place. And
I'm the manager.
Yeah, he's finishing off a beer. So I just walk up to him, and I'm just like, "Oh, drinking on the job, huh, sir?" And he just kind of chuckles and finishes the beer and throws it away. And I was just like, "Look, let me ask you a question. Why did you come at us so damn hard about us eating it inside your restaurant when all these other assholes on this side of the restaurant have ordered food as well and are just chowing away?" And he's like, he finally just goes, "Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come at you so angrily, but it's been a long day. I have a feeling it's going to be a long weekend." Yes, it will be a long weekend. We found out later.
Little did he know.
Well, maybe not as long there as he thought it might be. But hold that thought. But he basically apologized, said, "Come back tomorrow. I'll buy you a shot. We'll have a good time." I was like, "No big deal. Just, all you had to do was, hey, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't eat me. Take it outside." And I heard it that time.
Wow. That was a big one.
Yeah, we couldn't even hear what you were saying.
all you had to do was ask us to take it outside and not be so, on fire about it. He was like, I understand that's my fault. I get it.
And then he said,
come back and have a shot with me tomorrow. It's on me.
in fact, let's bring the whole crew in here. You guys are my guests tomorrow.
Nah, he didn't say that.
But he did say bring the crew, though.
Bring the crew.
He did say bring the crew, yeah.
Drinks are on the house. No, he never said that.
He never said drinks are on the house, but he said bring the crew tomorrow, and we'll do a shot, and all will be good. And he even said if you want to eat, you can. No big deal. But that was basically it for Friday, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I did buy a couple of things Friday. Okay. Yeah. It's not much.
All right. Show off your stuff. Boom.
We got the good picture. There's the Clive Barker up close.
Good picture for
on that camera.
Yeah.
Look at the chain. Poor phase got the chain right in the face.
You can't see it very well, man. Come on.
All right. Well, I got this because I had to.
Oh, we're showing off. I didn't know we were showing off goodies.
I just got a couple of things. That's why I'm doing it.
So who signed that?
Nancy Loomis played Sandy. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But it's her script with the notes on it. I'll be honest, it's not as nice as the Friday the 13th Part 2 one. I mean, it's got the little clips on the back and stuff, but the price was right, and it came with the autograph. And I love the fucking fog, so it's going right into my shrine, and I'm delighted to have it.
I'll say this: for back in the day, that's how scripts were sent out.
I totally understand.
Except single space, or single sided, not double sided.
I'm a fan of Ultraman. I've always loved Ultraman. I can't read what the fuck this says, but the guy assured me this is like the makeup of what makes Iron Man Ultraman. Fuck, Ultraman.
All right.
So he's like an alien, angel, cyborg, something or other. But I mean, it's just a cool poster, and I'm a fan.
Any of our fans in Japan that want to help us translate that?
I'll send you. I could probably do it myself. If I could just Google search it, it'll fucking come up.
That's true. That it?
That's it. That's all I got.
That was easy.
All right. Well, I didn't know we were showing anything off. I got Nancy Loomis's autograph as well.
So Saturday, we build the table.
We make the table.
Put the wreaths up. Put the cards out. Put the stickers out.
Moved all our stuff into the one room because we were denied ours, me and FaZe.
Right. And then Saturday night rolls around, and the costume
hold on, because it was earlier in the afternoon. We always go find the sound guy at these events just so we go like, hey, what's up? And you got this. This is what we need. You got this, and of course, there's no screen. There's no projector. So we're like, fuck, But there is. It was all there.
Yes. Yeah. By the time we're like, not again.
No, they were like, he assured us, don't worry. The sound guy will have whatever you need when it comes time. Don't worry.
Right.
And they did. It was all there. We got it done.
But yeah, that was the heart monitor.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like every little thing was just like, another gray hair popped out with some of these things, man.
Right. But then we get set up right after the costume contest. Costume contest ran a little long.
It's all right.
As it usually does.
It's incredible, though. Some of these people are... Chicago brings the cosplay, dude.
They've got some great cosplay.
Game of Thrones Bowser.
What the fuck?
Yeah. One of the best cosplays I've ever seen at any fucking con.
It was a full-size Bowser, but he was sitting on the Game of Thrones throne, and it was...
The dead Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, Yoshi. Is fucking awesome.
Mwah.
Spear with heads on it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Fully loaded.
I mean, but there was a Jack Torrance with Rose the Hat there. I thought that was a good runner too, and shit, man. But Bowser, there was just too much detail on that thing. There was no way.
Yeah. But we get set up for the show. We only get started. What was it? 4 minutes late?
Is that all it was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that right, Colonel? Yep. 4 minutes late after being delayed another 45 minutes for setup.
Yeah.
And show a lot of you guys got to watch it because we were able to actually broadcast this one live, and we were able to use our new camera, which I think
we're gonna grab a few more of those.
Great.
We'll grab a few more of those.
It looked like it worked a hell of a lot better, so I'm happy about that for sure.
You can see the screen.
Yeah.
Like, that alone was a huge improvement.
Not incredibly clearly, but you could see it.
Yes.
We just got to find the right placement for that. I think a couple more cameras, we can get one for getting it right on that screen and getting it perfect.
I still think we could have probably been a little bit closer, or maybe even like a little bit more elevated with that camera.
Yep.
Like a different angle might have been a little bit more solid.
Caught that one glare, man. There was still one glare on
Right.
the one side, but every time, guys, we're getting a little better. But at least that looked a hell of a lot better. You could see what was going on. You could hear it.
Mhm.
Man.
And I'll be honest, the audio system we had there wasn't
It
great.
was okay. I could hear my mic cutting out a lot, when I was saying stuff.
Yeah. It was they were all the mics were a little scratchy at times.
It
And
had
I
to
wasn't-
catch up. Yeah, it seemed like they'd be like lose power or something.
Right. So, but the game, a couple of hitches, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, it always is. Always.
Always a hitch.
And the first game just took. It was a little slow. I thought it just each step of the way just took a little longer to get to the stuff. Even the spins, it took forever.
Right.
This always feels like that's the first game the 3 times I've done this.
Yeah.
The first game's always we hit our stride about halfway through it, and then it's smooth sailing.
Well, it seems like
There on out.
whenever that first killer shows up, it seems to.
That's where it takes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
Oh yeah, we had a game. If you saw it, like it was 10 points difference. 10.
10 points.
That's how close they were with that last hit, that last spin.
Colonel, you want to say anything about Curse Your Luck?
Dude, like I said, it was a lot of fucking fun. 3 games were fucking fantastic. Like I said, the crowd was really into it, man. I like watching their reactions as I kind of walk the room, throw my little quips out when I can, and honestly just kind of make sure no one's trying to snatch some shit. So, especially,
we were out there. We were taking our bets too, man, and everybody bet the wrong horses this time. Nobody won any shirts that way, but we gave out a lot of the fantasy realms that way. That was cool. We were light. We were just like, here you go. You didn't have to earn it on most of them. It was cool though. I absolutely love the Days of the Dead crowd. They seem to, it's great. As soon as that first killer shows up, that is always the moment that it's just going to get so much fun from that point on.
Saturday, bar is closed.
Yeah,
Restaurant is closed.
Restaurants closed.
Everything's closed. We can't even after party where the after party's supposed to be. We find out the previous night.
Yeah.
Because of the previous night, 6 people got fired from the restaurant.
Yeah,
which
dude.
I'm assuming also included our new buddy that runs the place, Alejandro.
I wanted my shot. God damn it!
Wait a minute. Did we go in there and eat Saturday afternoon, or was
We
that
did eat
Sunday?
Saturday afternoon for lunch, and he wasn't in there. Our bartender was in there.
That's when we found out.
The assistant manager who told us we can eat in there was
She
in
was
there.
still there.
Yeah, that also explains possibly why I didn't get what I really ordered.
They
Maybe.
recognized you from the night before. It's like, fuck this guy. Make it medium rare hamburger.
Oh Jesus, medium rare. That was.
Hey, it was good till you got to the center.
I'm telling you, it was very tasty, and I was digging it. And I took one bite, and I was like, "Wow, that's kind of pink," And Frank's like, "That's still medium rare. You're good, man." I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I'm going my way around there.
It was medium there.
Yeah.
It was medium rare once you got further around, though.
He took one bite. I heard moo. It's like, all right, you might want to put that down.
Yeah, by the time I got to the middle of that fucking thing, it was still mooing.
My chicken sandwich is pretty fucking good. I'm glad I didn't get a burger, man. I was like,
That was
at
pink.
point.
You could still see the marks where the jockey was whipping it. For God's sake,
My salad was
They have
okay.
cattle races in Michigan. What the fuck are you talking about?
Caddyshack, Caddyshack. So.
Right.
You never seen Caddyshack, Colonel?
I've seen Caddyshack. I don't remember that line.
Rodney Dangerfield.
But anyway, the place
Yeah.
closed.
Right.
We ended up going to some other place and getting a snack and a couple of drinks, and then we ended up crashing kind of early on Saturday.
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, I did.
Yeah. I was worn out, man, by after all that.
Well,
And then-
You were out.
we got the adrenaline crash, dude. It was
Yeah.
just like, whew.
Dude, they were showing like one of my favorite South Park episodes. I remember watching it. Like the next thing I know, these guys are asleep and the TV's lit. I'm like, what?
This motherfucker
No.
went out mid conversation. I mean, Crank was talking straight to him. You know what I mean, Colonel? And Colonel? He's like, is he
your head was
back?
back.
Is he gone? And then
Yeah, I was like, is he gone?
you get the first gurgle over there. It's like, that's it. He's out.
I had to wait for you to stop snoring before I could fall asleep. You
Roll me over my side and I'll stop, man. Like, you're good.
That's what happened. You rolled over and you were done.
Next time we're gonna pour a shot of Sailor Jerry down your gullet, man, while you're like that.
Could have. You were like, anything to you.
Sunday, pretty simple day.
Yeah, it was early. You know,
we packed everything up.
Yep.
I loaded most of the game show and my stuff into FaZe's car because then he was going to take me back to Springfield to get my car. You guys took off kind of early that day, though.
Well, yeah, I had to, man.
I was up at 7 this morning and in a truck again for a 3-hour drive one way. It was wonderful.
I don't remember who the artist was on these, but let me see. Where's the glare?
Right there. Stop. Oh, wow! Look at that, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember who that was either.
One goddamn fucked up horror picture.
I like the artwork on this one, and then it was a 2 for deal. You know me and 2 for deals. I can't pass them up.
Oh yeah.
Part 2 right there. Yes, we had a successful weekend. Yes,
Right.
Days of the Dead was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anything extra that we planned to do was thrown to the wayside.
Everything.
Bits were thrown to the wayside. We got 1 bit recorded, but
It's not much.
I'm not even sure how it's going to look.
Right. Well, he's done with it.
I did it the best I could, but I mean, and it's all right, you know.
So,
I mean, it's not great, but it's not our best, but it's something, you know. It works. It does work. It is what it's supposed to be.
yeah, guys. One more time, want to thank our members. Once I get up to that section of the site here, thanks to bye FaZe. Thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, BD, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Dr. Smiley, Rick, and Raymond, our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Thank you, guys. And as always, you can become a member. You can become a member at deathcursesociety.com. Check out the membership page and choose one of the 3 tiers that we have available. And of course, thanks to our associate producer, C-Phase. Anything to say before we bail out of here, Phase? You've been with us all night. You haven't hardly said shit.
Right.
That's true. I don't know. You guys pretty much.
Yep.